Here in this video, I want to talk to you guys about the truth about life, right? About life in general. I'm going to be hitting some key points to try to change your perspective and get you to believe in certain things and to realize just the truth, right? Common observation and how you can use that to your advantage to change your life, to improve your future and stuff like that. Now, most people, as people, we tend to fear the unknown, right? We tend to fear what we don't know or what we don't understand. But a lot of times, to be honest with you, 9 times out of 10, the very things that we fear or we don't know nothing about, or that we don't know, it's something that we're scared of trying, or it's something different. A lot of times, those are the things that we need to do and commit to get to the next level in our life, right? And it just makes obvious sense, because if you've been doing something, the same thing over and over again in your life, and you've been getting a result that you don't like, odds are, common sense should tell you that there's something different that you need to be doing, right? But the problem is that we tend to fear something different. We tend to fear something that we don't know nothing about, when really and truly we need to face and learn about what we don't know nothing about and be open to it, so that we can open ourselves to that abundance, to those sales, right? To those results, right? And I can tell you from personal experience from working with business, a lot of entrepreneurs who are successful, they just have an open mind, right? They have a really open mind. They're not very rigid. They know how to adjust. They know how to move like water, and they're willing to just take action for whatever they want. And you observe most of the world, right? Most of the world, they're broke, right? Most people are broke, and most people are also working 9-to-5 jobs. So that makes you question things like, what is this really about? Because even down to the time, right? The time we trade for dollars, even down to the way the system in corporate America works, right? These are all man-made systematic principles and things put in place to get us feeling a certain way and thinking a certain way, but a lot of it is all bullshit. It's not even really real, right? It's some other man that created this stuff. We got programmed to accept it as being normal, and then that's how we kind of got boxed in. But as human beings, we're limitless beings. We're not meant to be limited. We're not meant to be suppressed. We're not meant to be, held down. We're meant to be growers, to be doers, to be, people who to improve. We're growth beings. That's what we are as human beings. So when you have a system in place where you can't grow, and you have a system in place where it's hard for you to be paid what you're worth, that's what's causing the depression in the world, right? That's what's causing people to lose hope. That's what's causing people to lose faith. And that's why we have the 300 to Freedom movement here in place, is to realize, like, look, what's going on in the world, it's like backwards, right? And people are literally so afraid of something unknown that they will never ever understand what it feels like to experience that type of life. They will never ever understand what it feels like to become financially free. They will never ever understand what it feels like to quit their job. Most people in this world, right? 97% of people. And that's because they simply fear the unknown. Whereas somebody else is, facing the unknown and crushing it and making 7 figures, 8 figures a year. You have person B, who's afraid of everything that person is doing to be rich, or everything that person is doing to be successful, but yet we want that same success, right? Yet we want that lifestyle. Yet we want that dream car. We want that dream home. But we're not willing to face the unknown. We're not willing to do anything different, and we wonder why we stay stuck in this box. And that's because as human beings, deep inside, we're meant to grow. We're meant to constantly improve. We're not here to be stuck in the same spot for years on end. We're really made to be growers. We're really here to be creators. We're really here. Literally, we have so much power within us as people that we don't even realize our power, and we kind of dumb our power down, and we kind of second guess ourselves. But why? For what reason, right? What is it doing to you? Like, limiting you isn't allowing you to reach your goals. It's not allowing you to live your life the way you want to live. So why do we limit ourselves? Why do we not take action on our dreams? Why do we not take action on what we say we want? Because everybody who's living their dreams, they're facing the unknown, they're getting it done, they're having success, right? I can even bring up certain jobs, right? And let's just be honest, at the end of the day, the more educated in this world you are, the more money you're going to make. That will never change. In online business, in the job world profession, the more educated you are, the more money you're going to make, right? They pay you more for brain power than they do for physical power, right? They pay you more for using your brain than they do for physical labor. People who work like a dog, physical labor, don't make a lot of money usually. But people who have to think and use their brain and strategize, right? And plan and vision things, those are the highest paid people in the world. Those are the highest paid people in the world. So if you observe that those are the highest paid people in the world, shouldn't you become that? Shouldn't you face that and try to understand what that's about instead of blocking it off and totally Xing it out, right? Because obviously it's something that we need to take heed of and pay attention to, right? A simple observation of the world. Let's think of doctors, for example. Doctors got to work 8 to 12 years before they ever work a job. That's called patience, right? That's what you call patience. But 8 to 12 years to become who they want to become, to earn the 6 figures as a doctor, to be very successful. So why in business we want to give the least amount of effort possible when we get started? We want to put the least amount of action possible when we get started. We want to learn the least. We want to train the least, but we expect the most out of it. How does that make sense? How does that make sense? Anything in life that you put the least into, you're going to get the least out of. Anything that in life that you put the most into, you're going to get the most out of. Why is that so hard for us to realize? Why is that so hard for us to accept, right? And use to our advantage to become the more powerful, greater version of ourselves? Why? Just think about it. Why? We're limitless beings. We're here to grow. We're here to improve each and every day. Why are we limiting ourselves? What's really limiting us? Right? Is it some man-made thing? Right? Is it really something holding us back? Are we not capable? Because honestly, the warfare today has nothing to do with physical, right? It's not a physical warfare today. The warfare today is all mental. It's all about who believes in themselves versus who doesn't, right? And everybody who believes in themselves is getting to the money, they're getting to the success, and they're always on top, right? And then the other people who are afraid of the unknown, they're held down by the systematic structures and the systematic tools in place that make you feel like you can't do or you can't accomplish or you're not good enough. They're held down by that. They're held back by that. But in the 300 to Freedom movement, we're not programmed, we're not held back by any of that, right? We realize that we're limitless beings. We realize that we have potential. We realize we can grow each and every day. And we're going to do that until we become what we want to become, period. Right? And people who aren't willing to do what they want to do to become what they want to become, I don't respect. I do not respect it. You know why? Because we only have one life to live. I can't respect the person saying one thing but not taking action to back that up. I can't respect it. Because every last person who's accomplished what they wanted to accomplish, they spoke about it, they walked about it, right? And they thought about it. And one of the things they say what happiness is thinking, when what you say, what you do, and what you think are in harmony. That's what happiness is. It's when what you say, what you think, and what you do are in harmony. That's what happiness truly is. The problem with people is what they say and they think, it may be opposed by what they do. It doesn't even make sense. What they say and think it's a totally different thing compared to what they do, right? And then some people do something and then they don't even say and think that way. But I'm telling you, when what you say, what you do, and what you think are in harmony with each other, and it's all in line, right? You're taking action on what you're saying and thinking. That's the doing part, right? You're talking about your vision and your dreams. That's the talking part. And then now you're thinking about your vision and your dreams, and you're imagining your future and your dreams. Now that's the thinking part, right? When all three of those are in sync, that's what the key to happiness is, guys. So without any further ado, I want you to simply observe the world. Don't be afraid of the unknown. Start to focus on things that benefit you and empower you to be greater, because we can literally be programmed to focus on things that hurt us instead of elevate us. Right? And that's what most of the world is. People don't realize that they're programmed to dumb themselves down, to keep themselves capped off from the growth and what they want to achieve. But at the end of the day, it's all about taking action, baby. It's all about who's going to put the work in. It's all about that at the end of the day, right? What you say, what you do, and what you think are in harmony, that's happiness. I'll see you guys in the next video. Jonathan Belcher. Peace.